Welcome into the Alabama Football Report by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey. Here's what's coming up on today's show. Greg McElroy has chimed in on the Alabama quarterback battle. A lot of good insight I want to get into there. Athlon Sports, their magazine's coming out. They have published some anonymous SEC coaches quotes about Alabama that I want to get into, and some recruiting updates for you guys on this fine Thursday. In other news, we are 19 subs away from 8,000. We're that close. I would like to get there sooner than later, so I want to delete the channel. It's been the threat from the bosses. If you like Alabama, if you want more videos, it's free here. Hit that subscribe button right now. Let's dive into the quarterback battle. ESPN's Greg McElroy, of course, the former Alabama quarterback himself, recently went fairly in-depth in an interview about the Alabama quarterback situation. The gist of it saying, he does not know who will start, and he does not believe that Nick Saban knows who will end up starting either, which I do think is fair and accurate because, well, we haven't seen Tyler Buchner yet really on campus at fall practice. This battle, heck, might not even be over by week one. Let's break down what Greg had to say. We've talked about Jalen Milroe. He says we talked about Ty Simpson. When Tyler Buchner transferred down from Notre Dame, we talked about that as well. I can't tell you right now who's going to win that quarterback competition. I can't do it. Even as a guy that played there, that has inside information with what's going on at Alabama, nobody knows. You can ask Nick Saban today, hey, who's going to be your quarterback? Who's your starting quarterback going to be? And he cannot tell you with confidence who that guy is going to be. It's going to play itself out over the course of the summer, and it's going to play itself out over the course of fall camp. It wouldn't be the first time that it played itself out into the season. More on that part here in a little bit. But it is, I think, in all likelihood, a three-man race. Sorry to the freshmen, Eli and Dylan. Tyler Buchner, the Notre Dame transfer. Jalen Milroe, the favorite incumbent. He played more than Ty Simpson did last year. I've got him ranked like that, Buchner, Milroe, Simpson, but it's really almost QB1A, QB1B, QB1C, because I think McElroy's right. It's going to be a narrow battle and will not be decided immediately and will take some time there. Of all the camp battles across college football, isn't the Alabama starting quarterback one like a top 5, if not top 3 battle to watch? I think it's going to be critical. It's got a massive implications, and it's Alabama. It's quarterback. Of course, it's going to be a big deal. So let's get some predictions here, then back to Greg's comments. Pick a quarterback. B for Tyler Buchner, M for Jalen Milroe, S for Ty Simpson. We'll answer it as who starts the most games this year. Maybe not even necessarily week one. It's the pinned comment on today's show. So if an ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Go vote B, M, or S right now. I would not be surprised, as I kind of teased, if we see multiple starters this year for Alabama. That has happened before, and it could certainly happen again. Here's what else Greg had to say on this quarterback battle. I would just proceed with caution when you start to declare Alabama's quarterback situation a quote-unquote problem. I think they're going to be fine, especially knowing the type of offense they're going to implement. Game manager is all that is expected, especially with a run-first approach with Tommy Rees coming down from Notre Dame. The emphasis is going to be on the line of scrimmage. The emphasis is going to be on running the football. The emphasis is going to be on shrinking the game and emphasizing physical presence at the line of scrimmage. Whatever quarterback makes the best decisions and whatever quarterback distributes the ball accordingly will be in a pretty good position to be successful. Totally agree with Greg here. And that is almost verbatim what Nick Saban has said. He made a big point during spring. Got to take better care of the football. Got to take better care of the football. Game manager. Make some plays on third down. We need to use your legs. Don't be a reckless player. The issue is, well, that's not exactly these guys' strengths. Tyler Buchner, especially that Marshall game last year, has had turnover issues in his handful of starts. Which one do you get? The okay effort against Ohio State? The awful one that got him benched against Marshall? The great one against South Carolina? Buchner can run. We know that. That's going to help. Jalen Milroe can run. As long as they're not jeopardizing the football, they should be able to have success. This is not going to be the Bryce Young, even the Mac Jones, the Tua Tagovailoa type of offense where it's air it out. This is going to be a little bit more like some of those McElroy offenses, the Blake Sims offenses, where it's just a little bit more of a game management, control the ball offense, not air it out and have big time success. They'll throw it some still, but running the ball will be important. Same goes for Ty Simpson. I don't know if Simpson's ready. He might need some more time. The former 5-star has plenty of hype around him, but it's going to be a real battle this offseason. Let's have some fun. You know the Twitter joke, the meme of dudes can sit around naming random players all day? I want the comment section to look like that, but with Alabama quarterbacks. The more random, the better. So sound off for me right now in the comment section with that random Alabama quarterback. First one that pops into your mind. Today's show is helped made possible by our sportsbook partner, BetUS. You can bet, of course, on college football every single week. You can also bet on the NBA Finals going on right now, Denver and Miami. Get a 125% deposit bonus when you use promo code TIDE125 over at chatsports.com/TideBet. You can put down $5 on Denver to win in Game 4. Maybe Finals MVP. It's going to be Jokic. We all know it. But I like what Jamal Murray's done. You can bet on the NBA. You can bet on the NHL. You can bet on all kinds of stuff. Tons of props up, too. Chatsports.com/TideBet. Promo code TIDE125. More interesting quotes. Athlon Sports has published their anonymous SEC coaches' comments on other SEC teams. And the quotes themselves focused on quarterbacks, but really kind of locked in on the coordinators to a certain extent. There were in total 2 different coaches, allegedly. I'll always throw that in there because I doubt they're making it up, but there's no name behind it. Coach number 1 and coach number 2. Let's break down their quotes. From an anonymous opposing SEC coach, the first. Who's the quarterback? By Alabama standards right now, they're not as talented as previous teams, but they're Alabama. It's kind of a guy you forgot about from recruiting who breaks out and then some other 5-star who finally got to the top of the depth chart. There will also be some dominant new name in the front 7 by midseason. Just watch. Yeah, that tracks for me. Maybe it's Dallas Turner if he counts that. Maybe Jaheim Otis is your big front 7 breakout player. Maybe it's one of those linebackers you've got. Maybe it's Deontay Lawson. Julian McKinstry is going to be a stud. So, yeah, I'd agree. It's still Alabama. The defense is going to be really impressive. Opposing SEC coach, the second. Saban shifting back to Steele has a lot of us guessing how far back they want to go with their look. Pete Golding was a different guy than Nick and Kirby philosophically, like similar pressures and split safeties and stuff. So are they just going to go back to the old days? Rees is under more pressure than he realizes. It doesn't matter that he came from Notre Dame, which is crazy to say, but that's Alabama. I don't think you can look at his Notre Dame stuff as a preview, though. He's going to have way more depth at the skill positions here. Different game entirely. I'm intrigued mostly by the Tommy Rees comments there. I do think there is some honeymoon period for Tommy Rees. He's the first-year OC at Alabama. It is different than Notre Dame. I think there will be elements of his, but Saban's made comments about doing it more their way, so maybe it is more of that up-tempo type of offense, that spread attack there. But I also don't think Tommy Rees is dumb. He knows there is more pressure leaving his alma mater to come to Alabama to be the offensive coordinator. That's a big change. That's a big jump. So, yeah, there is going to be pressure on that. In terms of the coordinator hires for the Crimson Tide, 2 new ones this offseason. Which one was the better hire? Type in TR for Tommy Rees or KS for Kevin Steele. Some recruiting updates before we go today. Joel Rogers, the 4-star safety who was set to visit Alabama this weekend, has canceled his upcoming visit, according to On3, which, given that he just took a visit to LSU, there's supposed to be one next week for TCU. The buzz going in was LSU, Bama are the favorites. LSU's the lean. Now he's not going to Bama as planned. Kind of sounds like he's going to be an LSU Tiger commit at some point in the not-too-distant future. He's a 4-star recruit, number 304 overall, hails from Louisiana, so an in-state potential get there for the Tigers. Next up is Bryce West, the 4-star corner. Alabama had West put Alabama, I should say, in his new top 7. We'll write that down in a little bit. Fun fact, a year ago today, Alabama offered Bryce West, so it's kind of a fun update a year ago. What's interesting, though, is that On3 reports that the Crimson Tide are not that much in the mix for West at this stage. But here is top 7. Alabama was in there, so they're in the mix at some level, I suppose. Georgia, Michigan, also on there. Ohio State is the team to monitor here. It's recruiting buzz, so some of it's hit, some of it's miss. does lean towards the Buckeyes there. Oregon, A&M, and USC also in there. But West is the number 1 player in the state of Ohio. It is not often that guy doesn't end up at Ohio State. He's the number 4 corner. I would not be shocked if he commits to the Buckeyes at some point in the not-too-distant future. But a note there, even if it's maybe not the most important one for Alabama.